So here's the Yamaha Stagepass 1K. We can lift this up and see the handle in here. In the front, we have the three columns. We have two spacers and one speaker. And in the back, we can have storage for the IEC cable or electrical cable. I think the easiest way to get the speakers onto the subwoofer is to lift this up and make sure it sits and doesn't want to fall over. You can pull this open and pull out your first spacer. You'll have a fat and a skinny side. You want the fat side to the back.
And you're supposed to put that tube straight down?
Straight down, yeah. So generally you're probably going to have two spacers, but if you had this set up on a stage and maybe you only wanted one spacer, that would be an option. So here I'm going to go with the second spacer, straight down. This clicks in, and now I'm going to do the third spacer and click down.
So the speaker should be facing out towards the audience.
So you'll see the grill here all the way around this side, and then on the back it's solid.
Okay.
Okay, so next we're going to hook up the power, and we're going to use an IEC cable, which is this connector here. We're going to plug it into the back, and it looks like the flat side would be to the top, so that can help when you forget which way it goes. Plug it in here. And we're not quite ready, but we would turn on the power right here. Just a note about if this was set and it's already built, you want to be careful about moving it, that you don't snap off these speakers. So I kind of put a hand on it just to keep this so it doesn't tip one way or the other. Right now what we're going to do is take our XLR and we want to hook the two speakers together. So on the back of the Stagepass subwoofer, there are two outputs. There is the line output and the monitor output. We're going to use the line output here. We're going to go to the other unit. Here we go. And on this unit, we're going to use the link input. We're going to go back to the other unit. So by using this output here, the line output, we have one volume controls both speakers at the same time. Now we're going to hook up the monitor. So on the back of the speaker, the main speaker, we're coming to the bottom XLR. That is monitor output. We're going to plug our XLR in there. And then on the monitor here, I'll tilt this back so you can see it a little better. We can use mic line input number 1. We always want that to be on line mode. Line mode. So that should never change. And then we have set the level just between -8 and -20, right on the one tick there. And that seems to work really well. So we'll use that as the input there. Also on this side, there's some EQ. We want that selected in monitor mode. And we've also used the high pass to reduce the low frequencies. Okay, so now we're going to hook up the microphone. So we're going to use input 1. And always when we're unplugging and plugging in our devices, we want to make sure we're in the off mode. So power is off here. We can plug into channel 1. In this mode, we want to be in the mic mode. So this button, first button at the bottom here is up. And it seemed to be a good level at the house here. We're just above 12 o'clock on the dial. We've reduced some of the low frequencies with the EQ here. And we've added a little bit of reverb, and that's about 12 o'clock. So if you come over the top of that, Richard, you'll be able to see those settings more clearly. Okay? And now, now we can just go ahead and plug in our microphone, which is a Shure SM58. Okay. So we are looking at the levels here. The microphone's just past 12 o'clock. We're with the button up, so it's in the mic mode. We've reduced some of the low frequencies with the EQ here, so we've turned that to the left of just past 9 o'clock. And the reverb set almost at 12 o'clock. Here is the Bluetooth audio, is about 11 o'clock on the dial. And on the iPad, we have the output turned all the way up so that it's a repeatable level. So we want to check that when you prepare your show, that on the iPad that you go and you see the volume is all the way up. We've also turned up a little bit of the low and high frequencies with the EQ here on the green knob. And we're in stereo mode, which means that you have the left speaker here gets one channel of the playback and the other channel comes out the right speaker, so you have stereo sound. Monitor level set at about 1 o'clock, and the reverb currently is turned on and it's in the room mode, and you can see that's about 2 o'clock. Master level is at 12 o'clock. So one thing about your setup, Richard, is that you have your mic stand on your left. So we want your monitor here on the right side. And just always remember that this part on here, your left side here, we want this to be on the angle so that the Yamaha symbol is on the right side. This is a high frequency horn. And this high frequency horn here wants to aim at your ear so that you can hear this speaker get the most intelligibility out of this speaker to your ear.